dude, this is the real one. You took the fake one by accident, brother. All right. Hey, I'm super excited. I am fired up from this event. Has this been awesome and life-changing or what? Right? I love you too, trust me. Love you all, right? Hey, I gotta tell you, first off, if you don't know my background, as Juan just mentioned, he's absolutely right. I started the night that I turned 18 years old. In fact, I used my dad's credit card. At the time, he'd given me a credit card for gas. And I'll never forget, that night I called him and I said, Dad, I'm gonna charge $100 to the credit card. And this is 16 years ago, so that gives you my age. I just turned 34 a few months ago. And he turns around and goes, on the corner of what street are you pumping gas that it's $100? And I'm like, I'm not using it for gas, I'm starting the business. And he goes, who scammed you into a business for $100? So, that was that. And as Swan mentioned this morning, I gotta tell you, I'm not a Ferrari, I was not a Toyota, I was a Pinto. I was barely pushing it, all right? No offense to those of you if you have a Pinto in here, right? But hey, you can do this. You can do this. If I can do this, so can you. Let that be an inspiration to you. All you gotta do is use this event to ignite some fire inside within you. I don't have a degree. I didn't go to college. I do have a PhD though, just like all of you. A public high school diploma, right? But I gotta tell you, World Financial Group absolutely changed my life. It's made me who I am today. Especially the last 2 years, 3 years through what we've gone through now with the pandemic, it can really define someone's character in a time like right now. So I'll share some stuff with you. I don't have a PowerPoint, but I hope to give you some powers in my point if that's okay. All right? I don't normally go off the notes, but I want to make sure we deliver today. I'll just give you a few pointers here. First one I'll tell you is, you got to work on your thinking process on a daily basis. Change the thinking. One of the beautiful things I love about WFG, and not just WFG, but entrepreneurship, it truly is the biggest self-discovery program. See, if they told you from day one that you're going to get into entrepreneurship, and entrepreneurship is going to show you all your strengths, all your weaknesses, you're going to have highs, you're going to have lows, you're going to have moments that you doubt yourself. You're going to have moments that you're not going to believe it. People are going to tell you no. People are going to reject you. You're going to get the door closed on you. If they really told you how nasty entrepreneurship could be at times because of the work ethic and the grind that it takes, most people will probably never sign up for it. The thinking process has to change. And I look at today's world, you know one thing I loved about COVID? Is slow things down. You had an opportunity to actually think a little bit more. Most people don't spend enough time thinking. How much time do you spend every day thinking? And then can you control those thoughts that you're having? When the thinking changes, the language changes. You begin to speak differently. When you begin to speak things differently into existence, now action follows behind that. Does this make sense? I'm huge on the thinking process today. My thinking process changed when I started WFG. It elevated even more in the last 24 months. You know, Swan this morning talked about vision, and all you keep hearing from a lot of speakers is what? Vision, vision, vision. Here's one thing I know. Many people have eyes to see, but they lack a vision. What's your vision? What do you want for your family? What do you want for your future? Thinking bigger. What about thinking bigger? I heard this from Raj on a webinar not too long ago, and he said, big doesn't fit in small, but small fits in big. Man, did that stay with me. And every day I'm challenging my own thinking to think bigger. That's why we're here. Stretch our vision, stretch who we are. What about thinking clear? with all this noise, all this negativity, all this hate in the world. Sometimes you're in this bubble, you don't recognize how good we have it. Clarity will lead to performance for you. Nothing is more powerful than a made-up mind. Get clear on your goals and what you want. Next thing I'll tell you is this. Don't run away from adversity. Face adversity head on. You know what you see up here is some of the finished products, final products, or people on the way to the final product, but every single one of them have gone through a lot to get to where they are. I don't care if they're a Ferrari or Toyota, they have their story of what they've gone through in WFG. It doesn't come easy to anybody. If anybody told you it's easy, turn and run the other way. It's gonna take some grind, it's gonna take some work. I'll never forget, I forgot what level in the business I was at. I went to Swan and I said, Coach, I'm struggling. And in that conversation, I started crying. I don't know if I was crying because I was young or I was crying because I was emotional. And he started laughing. You know, put his hand behind him like this and did what it did. They started laughing. I'm like, what are you laughing at? He goes, I see a lot of tears. I don't see a lot of blood and sweat. Get to work. Hey, you ever been knocked down before? It's okay. Getting knocked down is one of the best things that can happen. See, at the highs, your alertness is not there. The awareness is not there. At your lows, though, your awareness kicks in. When you get knocked down, don't listen to those people who say, get up fast, get up fast. You know what? Take a moment. Reflect. Learn. Why'd you get knocked down? What went wrong? What can you change? What can you fix? What can you tweak? What can you get better at? Come back and be stronger than you ever were before. Here's the other thing I'll tell you. Stop searching for answers. Stop looking for answers. The answer is not on the outside. It's all inside. The day you stop searching on the outside is the day you begin to search within you. God gifted every single one of us with blessings, talents, skills, unique to every single one of us. I love what Cash said this morning. He made us in his image. Stop looking for answers on the outside. Yes, you're here, get inspired, learn, grow, network, but the answer's already within you. WFG unleashed the power within every single person you've seen in the last 24 hours. It just gave us a platform to perform at our maximum abilities possible, and we still have room for more, and we're all just getting started. Remain a student of the business. This I will say. No matter how big you get, I don't care how much money you make, remain a student of the business. You know why? The day you think you know it all is the day those ideas stop coming to you. The day you go, I'm a master, I got it down, I've been doing this for 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, I'm making a mill. God goes, all right, I heard you. You don't need any more from me then. But the day you remain a student of the business, you're humble, you're grounded, you got coaching, He will still give you the insight that you need to take your business to the next level and help more families. Here's the last thing I'll tell you. Every day, get uncomfortable. And the easiest way to do that in our business, every day have an uncomfortable conversation with someone. As you come out of here and your team begins to grow and you start aiming and elevating to the next level, just know one thing. Talking to your team every day is comfortable. Talking to your mentors and your coaches, very uncomfortable. Last year I asked Rich Volley a question. I said, Rich, we're doing this now, we're doing that, this is where our numbers are, this is where our licenses are, this is where our NPR is, this is what's happening. I just got one question for you, because I always go prepared with questions. And I've been blessed to have mentorship from Swan and Rich Volley now. And I go, Rich, what am I not doing that I should be doing? And he goes, stop. Would you just stop it already? I'm like, what happened? He goes, just stop it. You haven't been doing what you're doing long enough. Stay consistent at what you are doing. Consistency gives you birth to all the next levels in your business. You're an associate, get consistent at that level. At what you need to do, you'll become an MD. You're an MD, get consistent at what you need to do over there from your leadership, you'll become an SMD. Just get consistent, that's it. And it'll give birth to all the next levels. So coming out of this event, I hope you've made a decision already. I know I have. I made a decision already yesterday, last night. I looked at some of those awards and I recognized some things. 12 months from now we come back, the game is changing for everybody. So I'll leave you with this. I have an affirmation. I say it every day. I will attempt to do things so big that once achieved, only God will get the credit. So I want us to do something. Lately, I've been becoming a fan of DJ Khaled. And you're going to get to a point where you're going to sit there and say, they didn't believe in us. God did. So, we're going to do a 3 rounds and I'll say, they didn't believe in us. Because every single person who came up had people who didn't believe in them. But only one person does, and God did. But you have to believe in yourself too, because He already believes in every single one of us. So, I'll say they didn't believe in us, you say God did. We'll go 3 rounds, we'll wrap this up. Ready? They didn't believe in us!